On August 7, 2020, officers Jordan Horn and Dalton Martin of the McDowell County Sheriff's Office of West Virginia visited the 66-year-old named Donnie Harrison and his wife Ventress, who is 63, as they were sitting on the front porch of the house, which was rented from the ex-military officer named Jason. The deputy came in and asked questions related to 4 marijuana plants that were planted nearby. So let's watch the video further and see what happens.
Just because in the season that we're living in, I think it's important that I have your names.
What do you mean, man?
A lot of crazy stuff going on.
When the law enforcement officials came to the Harrisons' home, the elderly woman greeted them by saying season before inquiring about the officers' identities. When the officer inquired as to what she meant by that, she responded that there are numerous occurrences taking place and that she's inquiring about the name of their security.
Police officers in this area to come up and say, "Are you growing marijuana?" That is preposterous to me.
Is just a question, man.
Yeah, well, I get that.
She gives off the impression of being irritated as she asserts that the officers from the surrounding area came and questioned them if they were growing marijuana there, which the speaker finds to be a ridiculous request.
And so then my only question, use your names, just so it's okay in my own heart and mind. And when I say the season we're living in, you know the season we're living in.
Y'all concerned about something over here at this house?
In order to defend himself, the officer claims that it is only a question, to which the lady responds in an unprompted manner that she understands and she's merely requesting the officer's name for her own mental and emotional well-being.
This house?
No, that house.
Yes.
What's the problem?
Who lives there?
Mr. Ferguson? He's probably there now. He's 79.
Okay.
Jason, the owner of the residence, interjects himself into the conversation and inquires of the police about whether or not they checked the other house, where the police will inquire about the person who resides there by asking for their name.
All right. What's your name, sir?
Jason Tart.
Jason Tart.
Tart.
And what do you mean by the season we're living in, ma'am?
Sir.
What do you need? You got any questions for me?
No, I'll collect some information from you in a minute, your name and date of birth and such.
The lady responds to the person who's living in that house.
What do you need my information for?
You own these 2 homes, correct?
What
Okay,
these 2 homes got to do with that?
These 2 homes is near that marijuana grow, so I'd just like to have your name.
You know how many people go through here?
I understand.
That's not going to...
The officer then asks the name of the individual standing beside the lady, where Jason introduces himself and asks the lady what does she mean by the term season, in which the owner of the house jumps in and says what the officer requires.
Do you one bit of good?
Okay. Well, sir, I'm going to need your name and date of birth, and I have that.
I feel comfortable giving you my name
Where the officer replies by stating he is just collecting information.
and date of birth.
Okay, well, this is a criminal investigation. You own these 2 homes, so by law, you do have to give me your name and date of birth, sir.
If he gives you a reason, yes, you do.
Reason for what?
Because of the marijuana grow.
It's not on my property.
Okay, well, again, I have reason to believe that...
Jason asks why is he collecting information, to which the officer replies that he owns the property and his property is nearby where the marijuana was grown. Jason responds that it's not on his property. The officer states that he believes it can be a possibility that the nearby houses are also connected with the marijuana planting, so Jason has had to give his name and date of birth due to law regulations.
Scared
Who
you
says that? Who
by asking you a question,
comes up and asks? That's crazy.
and it scared you?
I'm trying to understand what
It scared you by me asking you a question.
Growing marijuana?
And that's a question. To say somebody scared you because they asked you a question is ridiculous.
That's preposterous.
Go ahead and give me your name, sir.
Wait.
First name.
It's ridiculous to you, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
But it's not ridiculous.
Your
over
first
here.
name.
I'm not giving you my information.
Sir, if you refuse to give me your information, I'm going to arrest you.
That's fine. My property has nothing to do with any marijuana whatsoever. You're going to arrest me if I don't give you my name and date of birth.
It's obstructing an officer.
Jason Tart initially refused to give his name and date of birth when the deputies requested it. He argued that the alleged marijuana plants were not on his property and therefore he did not need to provide his information. However, the deputies insisted that he was required by law to provide his name and date of birth due to the proximity of his properties to the alleged marijuana plants.
No, I'm hindering you from
This
doing
is
your job.
really going out off the
Yeah,
deep
this is
end.
how you guys.
This is bad.
This is
112 control.
this is how you operate.
This is a wrap.
I'm hindering you from doing your
And that's
job.
why I needed their.
Y'all need to go inside. Again, you two go inside. Go inside.
I'm afraid.
Go
now,
inside.
to tell you the truth.
Go inside.
On my own porch?
No, go inside as of right now.
Tell me why.
Go inside.
What are you doing,
Step off
man?
the porch. Step off the porch.
I'll step off.
Go inside.
What are you doing? This is unnecessary for
Sir,
you to be
go
doing
inside.
This. He's standing on his own porch.
Go inside.
During the interaction, when Mr. Harrison began filming the encounter between the deputies and Mr. Tart, Deputy Martin forcefully pushed the Harrisons into their home. He specifically pushed Mr. Harrison into the doorway and closed the door behind him, effectively preventing him from continuing to record the incident.
Come on.
Look,
Walk.
man, don't listen.
Sir,
You don't
sir.
have to listen,
You're
man.
being
Listen.
recorded.
Listen. This
Just
is
walk.
listen.
Walk.
Listen.
Walk.
Listen. I can walk.
Walk
I can walk
Okay,
without
well,
you
walk.
putting your damn hands on me.
Walk
You
to the
understand?
vehicle.
I have not broken the law.
The officers forcefully started putting handcuffs on Jason. He tried to stop the cop and told them he can walk wherever they want him to, but don't put the handcuffs on, stating that he didn't break any law to be handcuffed.
Walk to the
At
vehicle.
all.
Well, walk to the vehicle,
Don't
sir.
put
You're
your
being
damn
recorded.
hands on me. I give
Sir.
you no reason to touch me.
I'm going to arrest you then. Place your hands behind your back.
Uncalled for.
Place your hands behind your back.
Put your hand behind
Place your hands behind your back.
Listen.
Just relax, okay?
Listen. You
relax.
Place your hands behind your back. Please place your hands behind your back.
My hand is behind my.
Place your
It
hands
only
behind-
takes one of you.
Place your hands.
Look, let him do it.
The officers then directed Jason to walk towards their vehicle. Still, the argument was going on, and Jason stated that it was all uncalled for. The police officer put the handcuffs on Jason at that point, and told the other officer to leave his hand and let the other officer put on the cuffs.
He owns two properties right here on this Fabulous Drive road. We located a marijuana grow, probably not 100 foot, 50 foot from this last property of his, and he just won't give us his name, date of birth.
The officers took Jason towards their vehicle, made him sit inside, and updated their heads about the situation, stating that Jason's not providing his ID and credentials when asked for, and lives approximately 50 to 100 feet away from the scene where the marijuana was found.
Black now.
The person on the other end asked about Jason's appearance, and when heard that he was a black man, the officer put marijuana inside the car's back as a piece of evidence, due to which Mr. Jason was charged with obstruction of the law officer, but the case was allegedly dismissed as the prosecutor on October 2020, as Officer Martin failed to appear in front of the court. The statement highlights that despite the potential challenges posed by qualified immunity, it acknowledges that the deputies did not behave in a professional, calm, and polite manner throughout the encounter. It recognizes the efforts made by Mr. Jason and the Harrisons to exercise their constitutional rights and take appropriate legal action following the incident. The statement commends their courage in initiating a lawsuit after their rights were infringed upon. It expresses curiosity about the outcome of the legal issues involved and how they will be resolved in the future.
You have the exact same name and date of birth as someone else.
Let's explore the distressing incidents where innocent individuals face unwarranted troubles at the hands of law enforcement, highlighting the urgency for accountability and reform. On September 8, 2022, an officer from the Bartholomew County Sheriff's Department responded to a 911 call reporting suspicious activity at a storage unit property. The officer encountered 3 individuals who were loading boxes onto a truck. The officer informed them about the 911 call and asked for their identification. The individuals complied and provided their IDs.
Can I have everybody step out here, please?
Yeah.
Including those two.
Yeah, so I hear this.
You good, man? Oh, we got a report of you guys. Is there a third?
Yeah. Brandon.
Okay. Yeah, cool.
He wants you out here.
Okay. So basically what happened is we got a report of you guys loading up things into your vehicles.
Right.
Yeah.
Um,
It's his stuff. They just
Yeah.
closed and he needed to get his stuff out.
I understand.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
have any proof that
I
that
can probably
is?
find a bill or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is that fine? I'll find something. No, that's
Do you have your driver's license by chance?
Yeah.
Yeah, can I borrow that, please?
I kind of figured y'all would probably show up.
Yeah.
I was like, I said no would show up.
Can I have ID
Oh,
for
yeah,
you too
yeah,
as
yeah,
well?
sorry.
While the officers ran their IDs, one of the individuals showed proof of ownership indicated that they were not involved in any illegal activity. However, the officer disregarded the proof and continued running their IDs. It was discovered that one of the individuals, Bradley Bowman, had a warrant. The officer requested information from dispatch regarding the items they shouldn't be moving and the validity of the warrant.
Sir,
How are you?
late to the party. What's going on?
Nothing. It's what it sounds like.
Oh.
It sounds like that. The Bowman subject might have a J4 though.
Okay. So they're not even in a unit, are they?
No, they're just. Jesus Christ.
Hi.
Yeah. What's up, guys?
You guys around for such a Yes.
Oh shit. I'm gonna be kind of not happy.
Despite dispatch confirming that the individuals were allowed to move their belongings, the officer chose to detain Mr. Bowman. Dispatch had not yet confirmed Mr. Bowman's warrants, but the officer decided to take him into custody anyway. Mr. Bowman complied with the officer and even placed his hands behind his back without resistance. However, the officer failed to match Mr. Bowman's provided date of birth with the warrant's information. The officer proceeded to pat him down and placed him on patrol vehicle, unnecessarily prolonging the investigation.
I'll tell you when we get to this part. Right? Can you put your cigarette out for me? Thanks, man. You got anything that's gonna stay me, poke me, hurt me?
No.
Okay. Do you have any property you wish to leave here?
I mean,
Over on this side.
I don't
Up against the
think
corner.
so.
Alright, I'm gonna pat you down, alright? Is this just property right here? Are you gonna want to take this with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I just have my phone.
Okay. Is that just a piece of candy right there?
I don't, yeah.
Or is that a key fob you need to something?
No, I don't need that.
Okay.
I think it's like a rock.
Alright. It looks like a key fob.
It looks like it's plastic. I don't think it's candy.
Okay.
I think it's like for like a booty ring. Okay, so you don't. Okay.
You don't need it? What's this right here? Your phone?
My phone.
I'm gonna take it out, alright?
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright.
Hey, bud. Your keys in your bag.
Yes, sir.
You cool up that ticket? Where?
Take a seat for me. Wait, can you get on the other side and pass that through to you? Here you go.
Seatbelt?
Yeah.
Oh, I understand. Yeah.
We had to cut down a tree, that's why there's wood shavings back there, man. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're all right.
While in the patrol vehicle, Mr. Bowman questioned the warrant for the second time, giving the officer another opportunity to verify his identity. However, the officer claimed that his system did not provide much info and stated that everything would be sorted out at the department.
Yeah, I'll look it up for you right now. Yeah, no problem. It looks just for failure to appear. That's all I have on my end, but when we get down there, they'll be able to give me the actual warrant. I can tell you what it was for.
340 your status.
During the ride to the department, Mr. Bowman mentioned that he had never interacted with law enforcement in the area. Instead of verifying his identity, the officer remained silent. Upon arrival at the department, the officer looked into the warrant without ensuring he had the right person. Again, he only mentioned that it was for failure to appear. Finally, the officer asked Mr. Bowman's date of birth, which resulted in visible confusion from Mr. Bowman. He corrected the officer, who then realized his mistake and checked Mr. Bowman's ID. It became clear that Mr. Bowman had been falsely detained, primarily due to the officer's negligence.
3/10/1993. Your birthday?
Yeah. My son work.
Yeah, no, that's not me.
Yeah. Yeah. That's on them, not me. Come on. We're gonna take it back. We're gonna take it back. I'm gonna take care of this stuff.
The officer blamed dispatch for the mistake, deflecting responsibility instead of acknowledging his own lack of diligence. He uncuffed Mr. Bowman and stated that he would be taking him back to the storage unit property. Throughout the incident, the officer failed to take proper steps to verify Mr. Bowman's identity, leading to an unjust detention.
Okay.
Scratch out.
There's nothing illegal in the car.
No.
Okay.
No.
You have the right to say no. You have the right to say yes.
I said no.
Let's move on to another incident where a police officer unlawfully forced a man out of his vehicle and subjected him to the cold weather while searching for reasons to arrest him. On January 12, 2023, Officer Jack Lowry of the Bloomington Police Department initiated a traffic stop on Ricky Eugene Pouncil, a health and fitness entrepreneur, for driving in the center lane on an interstate highway in Minnesota. Officer Lowry followed Mr. Pouncil for several minutes before activating his emergency lights and making contact.
Hey, man, how's it going?
No.
Do you have your driver's license, proof of insurance? I got you. Reason why I stopped you, I just saw you on the center lane there for a little bit. Want to make sure you don't get me driving.
You got. I mean, I'm watching traffic. You have people, headlights.
Yeah.
Past me. Stop it.
During the interaction, Officer Lowry informed Mr. Pouncil that he was pulled over to check on him and ensure he was fit to drive. Mr. Pouncil explained he was driving cautiously due to icy road conditions and he was looking out for other vehicles without headlights. He complied with Officer Lowry's request for identification and proof of insurance.
Where you head to tonight? Going home? You still in Egan?
Yeah, there's no proof.
Sorry, what was that?
That's my proof.
I got you. Is this a rental car?
Yeah.
Is this the rental agreement or is this just the... Do you have the rental agreement?
I don't have a revised one,
No?
but I rent them. I have a rental agreement with
Okay.
one of my sponsors.
Gotcha.
Everybody tell me.
Like I said, I was going to try you a ways back, but the radio has been bouncing all crazy. Like I couldn't get on the air until we really got here. So this is a little bit safer spot.
After running Mr. Pouncil's license, which was valid, Officer Lowry continued to spend an unnecessary amount of time verifying his identity and running additional background checks. Officer Lowry justified his suspicion by falsely claiming that Mr. Pouncil was uncooperative and driving below the speed limit, despite the speed limit being 60 miles per hour and Mr. Pouncil driving at 55.
Hit by a car. You know what I'm saying? Your license all valid and everything like that? All good to go, right? With valid license and everything? I'm just asking. I'm going to run you a second. I just want to make sure.
Right.
Okay. Anytime, man. All the best.
Officer Lowry, along with another officer, Taylor Huss, discussed the traffic stop and expressed interest in searching Mr. Pouncil's vehicle. They browsed through their phones and Minnesota state laws, delaying the interaction. Officer Lowry mentioned that there were bags in the vehicle, attempting to raise suspicion. Eventually, Officer Lowry asked Mr. Pouncil to step out of the vehicle. Mr. Pouncil expressed skepticism but complied. Officer Lowry patted him down and began asking irrelevant questions. Mr. Pouncil called out the harassment and stated the questions were unnecessary. Officer Lowry then questioned Mr. Pouncil about the bags in the vehicle and if there was anything illegal inside. Mr. Pouncil explained that they were workout bags and there was nothing illegal. Officer Lowry attempted to pivot the investigation to conduct a search unrelated to the initial traffic stop.
Just do a quick 25 check and who knows. There's some luggage in the back seat too.
What?
Like a couple bags in the trunk area. But just from PA courts and like everything like that, nothing too crazy that I can see. So who knows?
It is important to note that officers cannot expand their investigation beyond the initial reason for the traffic stop without additional justification.
The federal time. All right, he didn't seem super cooperative, so I'm just gonna pull him out and try to talk him out here. I'm gonna go this way. Ricky, right? All right. Hey, Ricky, I got no intention of writing any tickets. I'm going to talk to you back here for a quick second. We'll get you out of here, all right? Okay. I'm just going to talk to you back here. Okay. Just about your comments and goings. I want to make sure we're on the same page. I just want to clear up some things. That's it. I'm asking you to get out of the car. Well, the thing is, I don't really need a reason. You know, no, I don't. I need you, man. I'm bench 363. Like I said, man, I'm just trying to clear up some things. What are you trying to clear up? You're coming and going. You don't want to talk to me. I'm trying to talk to you man to man. Okay. Sorry, it's in your eyes. Bench 363. All right. So I just want to talk to you back here, back to your car. I'll get you all the information in a second, man. 363. Officer Lowry. I know, man. I'm not going to try to keep you out there any longer than I have to. Do me a favor. Can you just come around the front here? Thank you. That'd be great.
Officer Lowry's attempt to search the vehicle was not supported by the traffic violation. Mr. Pouncil emphasizes innocence and clear record throughout the interaction.
Hey, I know it's cold out here. You might feel the need to put your hands in your pockets. I'll either ask you to put your hands out of your pockets, or I can either pat you down for your safety.
Pat me down, whatever you want.
Okay. So the reason why I'm trying to talk to you out here is because when I tried talking to you the first time, you didn't seem super. Like I tried asking you where you're coming and going. You know, said you're headed where? Back home?
Going home.
And is home with Egan?
No, I have a house over here, man. I mean, all those questions really not necessary.
Well, again,
I mean, I need your number.
You know, you have to kind of basically. So you said you're going home?
I'm going home. Period.
Where is your address at home? You said it's not Egan?
No, it's not Egan.
Where can you tell me?
I have an address over here.
Address over here?
You can follow me if you want.
I don't want to follow
you. It's like you're harassing me.
I'm not trying to harass you.
Yes, you are. I mean, I haven't did anything.
I'm not trying to harass you.
You searched me. I haven't did nothing.
I didn't search you. I just patted you
Yes,
down.
you did. You patted me down. I need your information too.
Hold on.
And you have a card on
I
it?
just asked you these questions.
Go ahead, ask me the question.
So you said over here is
Yeah,
it like
over there. I have a house in Bloomington.
in Bloomington?
Yeah, but I don't need to give you my address.
Okay,
My address is right here.
where were you coming from?
Coming from Lifetime Fitness.
Lifetime Fitness?
Yeah.
Which one?
In Egan.
In Egan?
Edina. Yeah. Okay.
What do you do for work?
What do you mean what I do for work? I have my own business.
What do you do for your business?
Yeah.
Okay. How long have you had this rental car for?
I keep this rental car a whole year.
And then last thing, what was up with the bag? Like workout bag? You know,
Yeah, it's workout bags back there.
Workout bags?
Yeah.
And how many bags are there?
I don't know, 3 or 4. There's workout bags.
Let me ask you this.
The incident highlights Officer Lowry's questionable motives and disregard for proper police procedures. He used irrelevant factors such as Mr. Pouncil's appearance and speed slightly below the limit to justify his actions. The prolonged detention and attempted search were a violation of Mr. Pouncil's rights.